sense it could only go that way. But to think that you weren't also growing in wisdom and stature along the way would be a wrong conclusion. You know, like even when I was busy with a bunch of false things, he was still growing me in wisdom and stature. That wasn't a loss.
Right.
Nothing is a loss when you're in union with God.
Right.
Humans tend to look at it like that.
Right.
That was a waste.
Right.
Humans think of it that way. I mean, listen, most grace people I know, they even think that they could end up missing out on life based on what happens to them in this world.
Whoa.
Listen, that's a common thought.
Yeah.
Listen, there's nothing that it's not that we want for bad things to happen. It's not that we don't pray and give God our desires to see good happen while we're here. But nothing that can happen to any of us in this world can take one cubit from us. And if we say it can, then we say Jesus didn't conquer sin and death.
Right. That's right.
That he couldn't really get it done. Because if sin and death were taking something from my life, and now I'm still living from the foundation that my life can still be taken from, listen, man, I'm not walking in newness of life. I'm walking with uncertainty that maybe I'll have life or maybe I won't. And that will make your heart feel sick. And it will make your heart all the time labor and toil trying to make life manifest now in order to persuade yourself that you have life. Listen, nothing in this world can take away or add 1 cubit of stature to us. Nothing. Nothing. And you can't work that up for yourself. And so if you're saying, man, I'm not there yet, that's okay.
Sure.
I walked with God many years before I could say that. And I put myself through a lot of pain. I don't think most people put themselves through the pain I did. Because I'm a real stubborn SOB. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so God, I needed like a decade for him to iron some of this stuff out inside of me. But that same stubbornness will keep me from ever being convoluted again about the cross. And that's why I get so, I don't want to say frustrated, but the thing that works frustration in me the most is that I see so many people walk into the revelation of grace, and now I see so many of them getting distracted with things now in the name of grace that are not grace at all. And you love them so much that you don't want them to go there, right? And it's not you don't want them to go there in a controlling sense. It's that, been there, done that.
Don't put your hand in that fire.
Right. And so you're trying to talk with them about what you've walked through and what you lived through. And what I found is many times that doesn't do anything. That people have to go through it for themselves. And that's the part that's difficult for me.
Sure.
Watching so many people come into the grace, and then one of the biggest desires in my heart is to see the body of Christ come into the unity of the faith. I mean, that's one of the highest things on the thing for me. And so when you think you see some of that happening with your eyes, like you see this mass exodus from Egypt, you think it's going down. You hear that music, and you're just you're flying high, man, like the Who, the Who's jamming. I can't remember the Who's famous song, but man, you're just like flying high, and you think it's going down, and then one by one, you see this tribe now go sucked over here with some eschatology teaching that isn't born from the Alpha and the Omega. And then you see this tribe over here get sucked over into that. This mimetic theory stuff that God didn't come up with the idea of the sacrifice, man did. And then you just see all the different tribes fractioning again, and you're like,
right.
You want to just get in there and reason with them, but that can't change anything. Right. But that's why I speak so passionately about it. It's because my heart is for people. And it's not against the people that have tribed out and got off, but it's that, man, I just want to see everybody come together so bad.
You know what